welcome back to another video. So we all have, in the fragrance community, we have our signature scents. We have our scents that we kind of find ourselves running back to, frequently grabbing. And most of us, in the community, we start off getting a signature cologne because we need it for work, school, and things of that nature, our everyday sort of scents, our daily driver sort of scents. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys a top 4 list of your daily fragrances that you'll be able to be the best smelling person, leave the best impression in the office. So we'll start off with this first one here, and this is one that I definitely worn and I need to get another bottle of. It's from the line of Acqua, and this was their most recent release. This is one that to me would almost take the cake as their best fragrance from the line. This one here is called Acqua Eau de Parfum. So they take the original Acqua line that they had way back in the 90s, and they really kind of reformulated it. They grew it up and milded it out. So you're gonna have your C notes, your orange, your lavender, your mineral notes, and your vetiver. So the original line made in an eau de parfum concentration of fragrance, and then not only that, but it's very smooth, it's very appealing. It smells almost like fresh laundry in the best way. And most of these fresh and clean fragrances, when you talk about office fragrance, you just want to smell something nice, something pleasant, something inviting, where you're not going to smell bad, but you are definitely going to have a level of presence to you. So there goes Acqua Eau de Parfum. The second one on this list, we're going to go to a Parfum concentration, okay? And this one was one that when I first got it, it kind of had to grow a little bit on me just because of the opening. The opening is a bit sharp, but as it dries down and as you wear it out, definitely it'll have a presence. You'll be able to be smelled. You'll be the best smelling person. You'll have a level of pronouncement to your fragrance, but in a very good way. And this one is from the brand of Armani Code. So stick with the Armani line. This is Armani Code Parfum. Okay, so the Parfum is going to have your bergamot, iris, your aldehydes, and your bit of cedar. So some wood, some fruits, some citrus, mixed with a little bit of aldehydes to give it that sort of, freshness and that fresh appeal. So with this being a Parfum concentration, it's definitely going to have a stronger sillage, a stronger level of presence to it. But for me, it's something where if you want a little bit more than just fresh laundry, if you want a little bit more presence, a little bit more bite, so to speak, you'll want to get a Armani Code, and you'll want to get this one from the Code Parfum line. Okay, now the third one that we're going to talk about is from the brand of Prada. Now, for me, Prada is known for their iris or the soapy clean fragrances. So when they came out with this one, it was a bit different. But, one of the fragrances out there for a teenager is going to be Dylan Blue. And to me, this is Dylan Blue made grown up and from a Prada line. And you can definitely get it. But this one is Prada Rossa Ocean. So Rossa Ocean is going to have your pink pepper, your suede, your saffron. And the note that came with this fragrance that made it a bit unique as far as for a fresh fragrance is the caramel, and you do smell that in the opening. Now the caramel can have a tendency to throw some people off. It might be like, ooh, that's a little too sweet for me, but I think they really kind of blended it well, where they took it and made it Dylan Blue, but a more mature version. It does give me some similarities to that, but it's not going to smell too youthful to me. You'll be able to have it smell sort of like fresh out the shower, sort of like fresh shower gel, something fresh and clean, where you're not going to smell like laundry, and not so basic to some people, but it won't smell too childish, too youthful. Okay, and then the last one for today's video is one from YSL. Now YSL to me has some of the best fresh and clean fragrances out on the market. Fragrances I really enjoy from the line across the board. And this is their newest release, and you almost think like, how can they outdo it? How can they make something better than what they already have? Well, in my opinion, I think this is almost tied to, if not, could be the best one, depending on who you ask. But this one here is Y EDP Intense. So if you could look at the bottle, it's the navy blue, not the dark blue, or sort of the aquamarine looking bottle. But nonetheless, you're gonna have your ginger, your juniper berries, you're gonna have your lavender and the patchouli in there. So you basically, for me, I look at this fragrance. You take the best of the Y EDP. You take out the apple, you take the Y Le Parfum, you take out some of the sweet undertones, and you fuse them together, and then you get this one here. But nonetheless, it's something where it's not as sharp as the Y Le Parfum and the the black bottle, but then it's also not so so tart like, you know, the YEDP can be for some people. Some people, the YEDP can be a little bit too much on the apple. Well, they took the apple out and then gave it a ginger, which is a little bit smoother. And then the YLA Parfum can come off a little too sweet, maybe a little too feminine, a little bit too like a day-night fragrance. So this to me is the perfect blend of those two fragrances together. But there you go, guys. We got 4 fragrances. Be the best smelling person in the office. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know what kind of fragrances videos you want down in the comments below. And we'll catch you on the next one. Much love.